Hey everyone, welcome to Darpan Dialogue. Keeping in mind the political and racial divides in the U.S. and the recent death of George Floyd that sparked worldwide outrage with global demonstrations on Black Lives Matter has led a young man in the U.S. to mobilize people to push the dialogue on politics and race relations forward. Simmy Hundal is the founder and organizer of the March for Unity, Civility and Political Engagement. Since February 2020, Simmy and friends have been marching on the Tuesday following the first Monday of each month, counting down to the election to promote unity, civility, and political engagement. This is a nonpartisan space where people of all backgrounds and political beliefs are invited to exchange perspectives and have their voices heard. In keeping with physical distancing, they have gone virtual, hosting a guest speaker panel instead of marching in person. Here is Simmy Hundal.
Hi, Simmy. How are you?
I'm good, Ish. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Tell us a little bit as to what the impetus was behind your initiative.
Absolutely. It started in practice in February 2020. This is the March for Unity, Civility, and Political Engagement. And it ended up being a three-band march through the city of Atlanta, calling for those three profound causes. But really before that, it's something that I had been building within me for quite a while. I felt that there was a tearing within the United States society between the different sides, politically and even racially. And I felt that I needed to do something about it. I knew from practice in my own personal experience, as well as in business, and then even looking at the statistics, that unity was very important in order to bridge a number of divides, not just in terms of developing relationships, but also in terms of equity. And then I felt like civil conversations and political engagements actually act upon the feelings and the experiences that we were having was necessary in order to further bring us together. And also, I'd recently turned 30 a couple months earlier, and I felt that it's no longer those people in Congress or that government that's in charge of the direction, but really it's our direction, and it is our responsibility to make a difference in the world.
Really well said. You did mention you're from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm guessing I'm okay here to assume that what happened with Black Lives Matter, with George Floyd, really hit home for you in terms of the racial and political divides that you're mentioning.
Definitely. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm very proud to be from Atlanta, Georgia. We are, by a number of accounts, a diverse city. For not just this mayor, but for many previous mayors, we've had diversity in leadership. Today we have Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, of course, but we've had a number of mayors over decades in leadership. And I know the South tends to have a certain stereotype, but we don't just have one type of business owner. There's a lot of diversity in business ownership. So I'm very proud to be from Atlanta, but you're right. Despite that, there are still divides that are hitting home, that people are sharing experiences that I was not aware of, even though I was in a diverse community. And I am looking forward to having those conversations and trying to bridge that racial gap that we're feeling today.
Great. So what's the response been like to your initiative?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, qualitatively, it's been great conversations. I've had conversations with people that I've known my entire life, including my brother, who was the captain of his varsity tennis team. And I brought him on board to the webinar series that we've had at the March, to people that I don't know at all, including the city council president, Felicia Moore, that's of Atlanta. She's coming on this Tuesday to speak with us. And I've been able to collectively pick the brains of all these different community leaders and understand their perspectives, their experiences, and understand what solutions they've put in place in order to solve some of the problems that they've seen. And collectively, that goes towards what I think the steps are moving forward, which is to listen, then learn, and then to love in order to fully understand people and their backgrounds in order to come up with the best solutions.
So in terms of this being, you mentioned it's really the youth where they have to take charge in the political world with the climate that we're seeing in politics today. Where is the future with your initiative, and what sort of projects are you thinking of going forward with?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. The youth is definitely a key component of our initiative. I've had most people are older than me because I'm looking at community leaders, but I'm also trying to tap into people that are younger than me. I have talked to someone who's running for local office in Florida for the first time, Chad Klinsman. Talked to someone who just graduated from Harvard Law School, actually my cousin, who's been very involved in refugee rights and people around the world that have been disadvantaged. So I'm trying to gather a wide variety of voices to the conversation to understand their perspectives. And moving forward, we're going to continue to have this conversation the Tuesday following the first Monday of each month until Election Tuesday, which is November 3rd.
Which might not be the case with the president keen on changing the date.
I'm hoping that between the Democrats as well as those Republicans that are voicing up their concerns, that we will have the election on November.
Or the 3rd, yes, I really do hope so. All right, Simmy Hundal, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We truly appreciated it.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope to see those friends and neighbors in BC, Canada, and beyond to join us. You can find more at our Facebook group.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ish.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe.